Hello, first video in a while, and I just had a refreshing cold shower because I spilled the sunflowers there as I was trying to set them up, so I just had to change, and I've got a towel at my feet now. I didn't fill up the water again just in case the same thing happens. It was something like this that occurred. Anyway, it's nice to see it. It's been ages since I've done a video, and I think this one is prompted by me actually beginning, writing the full newsletter after 9 weeks of doing nothing. If any of you don't know, if you're watching here for the first time, it's a bit lopsided. My name is Anya Devine. I'm a painter, and kind of generally try and, I suppose, honour the creative instinct that we have in us and try and live in a way that celebrates that, kind of, best I can. Having just emerged from, I suppose, 9 weeks, although I had some lovely painting sessions within that, there was a feeling of stuckness around not writing a newsletter, and that feels like a creative connection for me. Anyway, this evening I've just made myself some scones. They're staying warm now until I finish this, hopefully. And I thought what I'd do is, because I've been looking at these sunflowers for ages, and I got some sunflowers before I went to Ireland, and they're all kind of I'm a bit disheveled myself. The sunflowers are withered in the jar, and behind me they're lovely still, but not what I want to paint, so I bought these new ones. Anyway, these now have been sitting on the living room table for a few days because I was teaching at the weekend, and what I want to do is to start. I often find that just putting a colour down in advance helps me to bridge the gap between a blank sheet of paper and actually tackling a painting. Tackling maybe isn't the word I want to use here now. Entering into the adventure of a new painting of these sunflowers. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. I think when I come down in the morning, if I see that I've already got this bright yellow, it's the cadmium yellow I use because I think that's closest to the sunflower colour. But I'm going to put the sunflowers back over there now, and I'm going to face the video down and just, this is a 5-minute job, like I'm going to really just maybe do 1 or maybe 2 sheets to prepare for some kind of a picture of the sunflowers tomorrow. Okay, this is a gradually descending, the iPad holder isn't holding, is it? Okay, so I'm going to sit the sunflowers there purely to see their colour and to keep them away from splashing on me again. And sure, I suppose the video is okay where it is, the position you're in is alright. See, it's exactly the colour that the sunflowers are now. I love the brightness of this, and I can always do the dark of the centre of the sunflower tomorrow, but it's just to have some kind of start made, some kind of start made. And I've got another roller as well, I think. I bought the second roller. Yeah, so that's a spongy kind of a roller that's gone hard because it's no longer spongy. And this one is a lino roller. I might stick on a bit of yellow ochre as well, because I think maybe there's a yellow ochre kind of a feel to the yellow in places. Gosh, there's tons of that there. I could use it on the other sheet of paper maybe. I just primed, wait till I get back to I just primed a couple of sheets before I went to Ireland, thinking that when I got back I'd get into the sunflowers. And so I've got another sheet that I can use for that, because I don't really like too much of that yellow ochre. So I'm just getting it on here. Yeah. This is just watercolour paper actually. It's heavy watercolour paper that I've primed with gesso. So what will I do here now? I'm going to smear that over here. It's kind of slightly sickly colour actually, isn't it? I feel like I want to wipe it away with a rag. There we go. I don't have any water or anything now, so I suppose, I just need to kind of trust that that's okay, that it'll be fine for tomorrow. And maybe this one, so that's the first red sheet. When I say I don't have any water, I'm stepping on water all the time because the stuff I spilled, but sorry, I went into the kitchen there just to wet it a bit. Oh. It's Aaron having it shortly. So, I suppose it's not as bright as it was, is it, sunflower colour wise? But I think it'll be alright, because it doesn't have to be that bright. Although I'm kind of liking the effect. Maybe I can even look at them as I'm doing this now. Kind of like the effect of wiping away the darker yellow to reveal the lighter yellow underneath. I think it gives me a feeling of the direction of the sunflower petals. Or something like that. Or it might lead to something tomorrow, you never know. Kind of like the bubbliness. I leave the bubbliness there. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work for some kind of a start anyway, for whatever happens on top of it tomorrow. Even if it's completely obliterated, it's the beginning. And yeah, a good start is half the battle. As someone said it over the weekend at my workshop in Ireland. They said it in Irish though. David, if you're watching, I can't remember how to say it in Irish, but it was basically a good start is half the battle, or something like that. I'm putting more cadmium yellow onto this now because cadmium yellow was the colour that I thought I was seeing most in the sunflowers. See ya! Alright. Just going into her. So this now, I've wet this roller, so that's why it's all kind of bubbly there. But I think it might be quite nice if I let it dry a little bit and then wipe away. So, my name is Anya, I said that already, and I do newsletters every 2 weeks or so. I send them out by email, so if you're interested in getting one of them, and it lists the workshops I do and stuff at the end of it, and it's also kind of just a bit of a, I don't know how to explain it really, probably like a conversation about how my life is going maybe, and general stuff that's going on with some photos. You could try it out and see what you think, and then unsubscribe if you want to. Alright, yeah, you could have a look at one on my Instagram page. I usually put it as in the bio section, the link. Oh gosh, I'm tired out after that now. Right, so there we are. That's the whole lot of that now is yellow. I don't know if I like it or not. I could maybe use this as a way to pull some kind of a petal shape out. Jeez, that's desperate. Although, I kind of like it when it wipes. You see, when you wipe away yellow and it leaves, music is going a bit weird. When you wipe away yellow and it leaves kind of more transparent yellow underneath, I think there's something appealing in that. Do you know what? I've got to get a splash of water again. As I say, when I wipe that away, it might be quite a nice effect. Oh, as usual, I'm making far more of a mess than I planned to make. I thought I would do a simple background and leave it alone. But that's the nature of something creative. I think you never know really what you're entering into. But I do want to make sure that my scones aren't cold by the time I eat them. So I stuck them back in the oven there to stay warm. But I think this is the last move I'm going to make anyway here. See how it's quite nice how you wipe away the splashes and it leaves kind of a pleasing effect there. I don't know if it really reads as sunflower, but I'll do something on it anyway. I wonder whether you can hear me talking when I'm wiping stuff like that and you're hearing all the noise of the cloth. But here's hoping that you heard something of that anyway. There's the sunflowers. I'm not sure if this is going to make a sunflower painting, but maybe by process of elimination I can leave the sunflower yellow and paint the background up to meet it or something, we'll see. And I'll wear my old clothes tomorrow. Right, 10 minutes already. Thanks very much for being here, and tune in tomorrow or someday soon before the sunflowers completely wither, and there'll be something to see on here or a different sheet of paper. We'll see. Okay, take care. Bye for now.